Welcome back to SteamPunk over Ether, and this afternoon's program of SteamPunk Merriment is about to commence. We've got some amazing stuff lined up, some really good things, and hang on a minute, something's not right. What's not right? It's just looking all a bit strange out there. Why is that? Oh, hang on, I've got the wrong hat on. Blimey. Sorry, that's my other job. Right, where was I? Oh, yes. So, yes, welcome back. Good afternoon, in fact. I hope you've enjoyed the programme so far today. We've had some amazing stuff, some amazing makers, a steampunk opera. It's been brilliant. So, yes. So what's next? Well, what's next is some fabulous music hall entertainment. I do love a bit of music hall. I love the magicians. I love the jugglers. I love the dancers. Except for the sword swallowers. I don't really see the point. But anyway, it's time for some musical songs. And we're going to start off with two very good friends of mine who are professional musicians and obviously therefore finding at the moment a little bit tough, so do go support them, do buy their albums. They do some wonderful historical music. They are fabulous and very talented, very clever, so and very funny as well. If you ever get a chance to see them live, I can thoroughly recommend them. They're Green Matthews. So here we are, here's some musical with Green Matthews, and there is a chance for you to sing along, ladies and gentlemen, so do make sure you sing along, I think in the second song.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are Green Matthews. We play a variety of music from a variety of different time periods, but today, as you can probably tell by the top hats, we are being Victorian. And we're going to sing you a couple of songs from the music hall. The first of which is not a song for the faint of heart, for it tells the tale of a fell and dread spectre that haunts the Tower of London, in London. The Tower of London, large as life, the ghost of Anne Boleyn walks, they declare.
For Anne Boleyn was once King Henry's wife, until he had the headsman Bob O'Rare.
Oh yes, he did a wrong long years ago,
and she comes back each night to tell him so.
with
A
head
tucked underneath their arms, she rules the bloody town. With a red
tucked
underneath their arm at the midnight hour. Along the drafty corridors for miles and miles she goes. She sometimes catches cold, poor dear, it's chilly when it blows. And it's awfully awkward for her when she has to blow her nose. With a red tucked underneath their arm.
with
With a red tucked underneath their arm, she rules the bloody town. With a red tucked underneath their arm at the midnight hour.
the beefeaters, they all are there, and when they've had a few, they all shout out, "'Tis Arsenal win or only draw with Crewe." But Anne Boleyn says nothing, and there's nothing she can do. With a red tucked underneath her arm,
With a red tucked underneath their arm, she rules the bloody town. With a red tucked underneath their arm at the midnight hour. One night she met King Henry, he was in the castle bar. Said he,
Are you Jane Seymour, Anne Boleyn, or Catherine Parr? For how by all that's quick or dead can I tell who you are? With your red tucked underneath your arm, with
with a red tucked underneath their arm, she rules the bloody town. With a red tucked underneath their arm at the midnight hour. King Henry held a feast one night for all his ghostly crew, and Anne Boleyn walked in and held her head up with a whoop.
and Henry cried in Please don't drop it in the soup. Put your head back underneath your arm. With the red tucked underneath their arm. She walks the bloody town. With the red tucked underneath their arm at the midnight hour. And the red tucked underneath their arm. She walks the bloody town. With the red tucked underneath their arm at the midnight And so, ladies and gentlemen, for our first encore, which coincidentally is also our final song for you, we are going to sing you a song about the pleasures of the seaside. And there is even a bit in this for you to join in. I'm as excited about this as you are. It will be pretty obvious because there will be a gap where we don't sing anything, and that's your bit. So here we go. Everyone delights to spend the summer holiday down beside the side of the silvery sea. I'm no exception to the rule. In fact, if I had my way, I'd reside by the side of the silvery sea. But when you're just a common old garden working chap like me, a chance to see the sea is quite a novelty. I save up all the money I can when winter's grim and grey, then off I run to have fun in the sun where the balmy breezes play. I do like to be beside the seaside. I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to stroll along the pond where the brass bands play. So just let me be beside the seaside. I'll be beside the sea. Well, there are lots of girls besides. I should like to be beside the seaside, beside the sea. Timothy went to Blackpool for a summer holiday to see what he could see by the side of the sea. When he alighted from the train, the first thing he espied was the door of a wine lodge open invitingly. 2 quench his thirst he toddled inside and bought himself a wine, which grew to 8 or 9 till his nose began to shine. Said he, what people say of the sea, I really fail to see. Then on the train back home again, and to his wife said he, I do like to be beside the seaside. I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to stroll along the pond where the brass bands play. So just let me be beside the seaside. I'll be beside the sea. Well, there are lots of girls besides. I should like to be beside the seaside, beside the sea. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do one more chorus. But when it comes around to your bit, you will not only join in verbally, but you will also imitate, physically, a brass instrument of your choosing. Here we go. I do like to be beside the seaside. I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to stroll along the pond where the brass bands play. So just let me be beside the seaside. I'll be beside the sea. Well, there are lots of girls besides. I should like to be beside the seaside, beside the sea. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been Green Matthews. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Green Matthews, fantastic musicians. Do go check them out. They do some amazing historical music, and they do some amazing shows as well. They do a great Christmas show. They've done a fantastic version of A Christmas Carol, and they were touring with a fantastic comedy show of comedy songs through the ages. So they've done, actually, check out their page on Facebook, because on Facebook they recently did a 13-night tour where every single song was performed in a different room of their house. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So do check that out on Facebook. They're fantastic entertainers, Green Matthews. I've got a little tip for you, by the way. If ever you're attacked by a group of clowns, always go for the juggler. That's what I say. Anyway, I'll probably leave the comedy to somebody else, really. That Count Rossoff chap I've heard is really good. So I think without further ado, we'll introduce our main musical act, who are I'll announce it in a minute, but they've got a marvellous mix of songs with, they take modern songs and give them a musical twist, or they take musical songs and give them a modern twist, I'm not sure which. Some fantastic poetry and some comedy thrown in for good measure. So without further ado, let me leave you in the perfectly capable hands of the Coganies.
Don't hoard the bog roll, there should be bog roll for all. Don't hoard the bog roll, I can't wipe me hands on the wall. Don't hoard the bog roll, 9 should be more than enough. Don't hoard the bog roll, cause newspaper's just a bit rough.
And don't use the Daily Mail. You wouldn't want to have a racist bumhole, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
Tilly, I'm a bit hungry. Do you have anything to eat?
Got a tin of beans.
No.
I've got half a tomato.
Ugh.
No.
Nothing else?
Oh, I tell you what. I've got a lovely pack of pasteuria. It was the last one on the shelf. I went to get me trolley, thinking it would be folly. I had to wrestle the packet off a greedy selfish witch. I've got a lovely pack of pasteuria. I had to fight for it tooth and nail. I shouted at the old hag, I stuffed it in me bag, and I rolled it down the aisle to pay for it quick. Oh, I rolled it down the aisle to pay for it quick.
Oi!
I rolled down the aisle to pay for it quick.
Oi!
I rolled down the aisle, I rolled down the aisle, I rolled down the aisle to pay for it quick.
Oh, Tilly, I'm so bored.
Tilly, Tilly, pass me the gramophone, do.
What?
I'm half crazy, isolated with you.
Well, that's charming, isn't it?
How about a quick one, Tilly?
No.
I mean of gin, don't be silly.
No, right then.
As it's quite sweet to be in retreat with a busty filly like you.
Arthur, Arthur, don't you dare try your move.
What, to me?
I know you say you like a fumble or two.
Or 3?
There won't be no backstreet days.
Oh.
You can't take me up the alley.
Not even once?
No moonlit walks where you touch me knocks. You're a dirty old man, that's you.
How dare you, I'm not old.
He is dirty though.
I am dirty.
Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside, but the government says we must all stay at home. Oh, I do like to stroll along the prom, but I am told that must not be done. Oh, I wish I could be beside the seaside, but I'm told that's not the place to be. Yes, I have to stay at home, and my wild oats cannot roam to the seaside, to the sea.
Now you keep it in your trousers, Arthur, because you know where you should be.
Where's that?
Oh, let me tell you.
So you must stay at home, you must stay at home. Under the covers you must lay, watching Netflix all the day. If I catch you leaving, I'll saw your legs right off. Sit up, shut up, it's time to put up, you must stay at home. Oh, oh my, it's all a rotten show. Got nothing to do, got nowhere to go. Oh my, it's all a rotten show. Socially distanced with you.
Have a banana.
Oh, I wish we could go down the pub,
I'd
Tilly.
love to go down the blooming pub, lovely.
Come, come, come and pretend with me we're at the old Bull and Bush. Come, come, come get online with me at the virtual Bull and Bush.
Oi!
Please don't let the Wi-Fi die. then I'd be stuck alone here. Do, come and join me on Zoom at the virtual ball and bush. Come and pretend with me we're at the old ball and bush. Come get online with me at the virtual ball and bush. Please don't let the Wi-Fi die, then I'd be stuck alone here. Do, come and join me on Zoom at the virtual ball and bush. Do, come and join me on Zoom at the virtual ball and bush. Bush.
Oh, it's Ballywell disconnected. Ugh.
Uncle Gutenberg was a bookworm, and he lived in Charing Cross. The memory of his volumes brings a smile. He would often tell me stories when he wasn't on the sauce. So let me share the wisdom of my favourite bibliophile. He said, cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look, 'cause under the covers one discovers the king may be a crook. Chapter titles are like signs, but if you read between the lines, you'll find your first impression was a mistook. For a cover is nice, but the cover is not the book.
Would you mind giving an example, please, Miss Tilly Maid me?
All right then, Arthur. Nelly Rabina was made of wood, but what could not be seen was while our trunk up top was barren, her roots were lush and green. So in springtime Mr. Hickory saw the blossoms blooming there. He took root despite her bark, and now there's seedlings everywhere.
Which proves a cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look, 'cause under the covers one discovers the king may be a crook. Chapter titles are like signs, but if you read between the lines, you'll find your first impression was mistook. For a cover is nice, but the cover is not the book. Oh, what about the one about the wealthy widow?
Oh, I love that one.
Oh, so do I. Let's do that.
Go with it then.
Lady Hyacinth McCaw took all the treasures to a reef,
Where she only wore a smile,
plus 2 feathers and a leaf.
and no one tried to rob her because she barely wore a stitch.
For when you're in your birthday suit, there ain't much there to show you're rich. Oh, the cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look, 'cause under the covers one discovers the king may be a crook. Taroo-rally, taroo-ra-la, taroo-rally, ta-ta-ta-ta. You'll find your first impression was Mr. Ya-la-la-la. For a cover is nice, but the cover is not the book.
Here, Arthur, why don't you tell us the one about the dirty rascal?
Isn't that one a bit long, Tilly?
Oh, soon you're into it, soon you're out of it. Know what I mean?
Once upon a time in a nursery rhyme there was a castle with a king hanging in a wing, for he never went to school to learn a single thing. He had scepters and swords and a parliament of laws, but on the inside he was sad again, because he never had a wisdom for numbers or wisdom for words. His brain was quite immense, his brain was smaller than a bird's. So the queen of the nation sent a royal proclamation to the missus and the messes, the lord messes, send me all the large professors. Then she went to the hairdressers, and they came from the east. They came from the south. From each college they poured knowledge from their brains into his mouth. But the queen couldn't learn, so each professor met their fate, for the queen had their heads removed and placed upon the gate. And on that date, I state their wives all got to know their name was now the late great. Suddenly one day a stranger started to sing. He said, I'm the dirty rascal, I'm here to teach the king. But the queen touched her jewels, for she hated royal fools. But this fool had some rules over the ought to teach in school. Like you'll be a happy king if you enjoy the things you've got. You should never try to be the kind of person that you're not. And they sang and they laughed, for the king had found a friend. And they danced into a rainbow, for the story's no return. So the moral is you mustn't let the outside be your guide, for it's not so considered right. Well, unless it's Dr. Jekyll, then you better hide. Petrified? No, the truth can't be denied, as I surely testified. All that really counts and matters is the special stuff inside.
Oh, well done, Arthur.
Oh, the cover is not the book, so I bring it up and take a look. 'Cause under the covers one discovers the king may be a crook.
So please listen to what we
And
say.
open a book tonight in bed.
Oh, one more time before we get the hook. Yeah-da-da-da. A cover is nice.
Take your
A
advice.
cover is
Oh,
nice.
you'll pay the price.
A cover is nice, but a cover is not the book.
Too-roo-rally, 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 too-roo.
A cover is not the book.
Ada's Automaton, a poem by Arthur Foote III. Ada Lovelace built an amazing machine capable of fulfilling all her womanly needs. It was a handsome steam-powered automaton. She dressed it up and called it Don. It had a bow tie and a stovepipe hat, which was actually a stovepipe. How cool is that? She programmed it with punch cards and shiny brass knobs and developed various attachments for all of its jobs. It had a vibrating beater for pounding the rugs and a shiny brass scoop to clean up after her pug. It had a long, thin nozzle for watering flowers and a wider attachment for providing hot showers. It had an ear trumpet to receive orders spoken and a massive chopper in case burglars broke in. It had a strap-on bed device for her little pussy. The cat never used it. He was terribly fussy. It could cook up dinner and polish floors. It could put up shelves and rehang doors. It could clean the windows and was a mean vacuumer. It could wash her clothes and bleach her bloomers. But that automaton had other, more sensual uses. It had a small unit that produced juices and a very handy high-pressure pumping action designed for producing sexual satisfaction. With a pair of riveted orbs screwed into place and little paint on that automaton's face, Don was renamed as Boilerplate Nancy, to whom Ada's husband could do what he fancied. With hubby occupied on his love for automatic, Ada could concentrate on higher mathematics. Thank you.
Now, before I sing this song, I want to say to you, do not listen to what anybody says about me, especially that Arthur, because whatever they say, I am a good girl, I am. It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I've known what's right and wrong since I was 10. I've heard a lot of stories and I reckon they are true. About girls I put upon my men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a fella, I forget. I'm just a girl who can't say no. I have some terrible doubts. I always say, come on, let's go, when I just ought to say now. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a smack. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow kinda wanna kiss him back. I'm just a fool, well, like so low. I can't be pretty and quaint. I ain't the type that can flirt. How can I be what I ain't? I can't say no. What you gonna do when a fella gets flirty and starts talking dirty? What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that your lips are like cherries, or roses, or berries. What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that you're sweeter than cream and he's gotta have cream, or he dies. what you gonna do when he talks that way? Spit in his eye. I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all. I hate to disappoint my beau when he is making a call. For a while I act refined and cool, sitting on a velveteen settee, but then I break the golden rule and do for him what he would do for me. I can't resist a Romeo in a television talk hat. Soon as I sit on their laps, something inside of me snaps. I can't say no. Now, the thing about steampunk is it's bad for your health. In fact, it should come with a public health warning. Do you want to know why? Well, let me tell you why. It's full of gin, cake, rum, gin, cake. Now, of course, you're lovely at whatever size you are, but sometimes I really wish I could fit into some of those small, pretty clothes you can see at the market. Maybe this time I will diet. Maybe this time I'll slim. Way less than last week, less than last year, less than I've ever been. I will drink less rum, maybe shrink my bum. No more big meals anymore, like the last meal and the meal before. Everybody, they love a slim girl, so nobody love me. I'll wear a corset, I'll be flattered, but where does all the fat go? All the ice creams, all the cream teas, gin and tonics, oh please. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll slim. Everybody, they love a slim girl, so nobody love me. Lady Slinky, Lady Slender, lady without double chins. All the odds are, they are in my favor. I know I'll end up giving in. No, it's gonna happen. Happen sometime. Maybe this time. Maybe this time I'll sleep. I'll start the diet on Monday. Yeah.
I've got a large gin and a chocolate cake for a Miss May to me.
Oh, that's me.
I say, Tilly,
What?
let me tell you a joke. Biffo.
No.
Oh, but Biffo at the.
No.
But Biffo at the club is really funny.
Oh, go on then.
Doctor.
Who's there?
No.
No?
No, that's a knock joke.
I didn't hear a knock. Did you hear a bleeding knock?
No, I'm saying that the kind of joke you're responding to is a knock joke, and the joke I'm doing is a doctor joke.
Oh, I don't know. You don't make any sense. You're not funny. Do it again. Right, I'm ready.
Doctor.
Who?
No. Again, you're responding incorrectly. The joke can't work if you're responding correctly.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Do it again.
This is a doctor joke.
Do it again then.
Knock. Duh! Doctor.
Yeah, I went to the doctor the other day.
Really? What did he tell you? What did he tell you?
He said, girl, you better try to have fun no matter what you do.
He sounds a fool.
Yeah, well, he was. I said, doctor, can't you see I'm burning?
And could he?
Well, he might have, because he gave me some lime in the coconut.
Don't tell me you put the lime in the coconut.
And I drunk them both up.
You put the lime in the coconut?
And I drunk them both up, and I said, doctor!
And who was this doctor? Was it Dr. Jones?
No.
Did you call Dr. Jones?
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones?
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones?
No.
Oh.
No. His name was Dr. Beats.
Dr. Beats?
I said, won't you help me, Dr. Beats?
Did he?
No, it's bleeding useless, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, you know what you need? You need a young doctor friend of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he's very good. In fact, he's
Yeah.
the one they call Dr.
Is
Feelgood.
he the one that makes you feel all right?
Yes, he is.
Good.
And he's exactly what you need to, because he's one of those hysteria doctors.
I have not got hysteria!
Oh, yes, you have.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Join in. Oh, yes, she has.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Oh, yes, she has.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Oh, yes, you have.
Yeah, all right then.
Yeah. So, yes, he's fantastic. He's even got one of those machines
And
that...
it's- Oh, I might go and see
like a
him then.
dynamo inside them.
Ooh, he sounds good.
Oh,
What?
I was telling you a joke that Biffo at the club told me.
Oh,
the joke.
go
Remember
on
the joke
then.
Biffo told me? Doctor.
What?
My dog has no nose.
You ain't got a bleeding dog.
I give up. God, I'm gagging for a bit of it. What I need is a nice young filly. Well, this one will do. I say there, young lady. How much for a quick trip up the old Kent Road?
Yeah, I'm a good girl, I am.
Oh, no, it's Tilly. How disappointing.
Ah, fine.
I've tried to get on this bus before. It's never gone anywhere.
You
What?
are a dirty old
What?
man.
I'm not old, but I am frightfully dirty. Horrifically, tremendously dirty. Now, I need to sort out my love life. What best way to deal with that? I know. I'll go down that old Kent Road. Yeah, I'm gonna take a walk down the old Kent Road. I'm going to find myself a paramour. I'm going to take a walk down the old Kent Road. I'm going to take her back to my boudoir. My pocketbook is bulging, moustache is quite effulgent. Live the life indulgent in the big old city. Stepping like a swell now, collar up and brim down. I have my garret. You live in your mum's house. You know I don't want for nothing except a little bit of loving. No, I don't want for nothing. How about a little bit of loving? I love the ladies' smiles and their charming wiles. Not like in the country, there's no one near my piles. By piles I mean my mansions, with which I am quite done. Moved right here to London, now the master of puns. You know I don't want for nothing except a little bit of loving. You know I don't want for nothing. How about a little loving? Go on. I'm going to take a walk down the old Kent Road. I'm going to find myself a paramour. I'm going to take a walk down the old Kent Road. I'm going to take her back to my boudoir. Yes, I'm going to take a walk down that old Kent Road. See if I can find myself a filly or a young lady with emphasis on the lay. Best get going then. Oh God, I'm going to have to pick all that money up, aren't I? Oh, how disappointing. Hello, I'm Arthur Foot III, and I'm here to tell you to stay at home, unless that's all over now and you don't have to anymore. But at the moment you have to stay at home. So, this is a little poem that I wrote about what I like to do when I go on holiday, because I thought we could all do with having a little bit of a think about what we like to do when we're on holiday. And this is my own personal preference of what I like to do when I'm by the seaside. Thank you. When I go on holiday, there's one place I prefer. The kind of town that makes me feel quite gay. Where the sea and sand both go hand in hand, it's impossible to have an unhappy day. I'll go down to the beach fully laden. I'm a bit like a donkey in that respect. I've got towels and a bucket and spade, and a windbreak I'll struggle to get erect. I've got an inflatable ball to play with, and a flask of drink in case I develop a thirst. I've got a rubber ring for just floating, and a second ball in case the other bursts. I'm not much of a chap for sunbathing. I don't really see the fun in lying about. But if you like a bit of rumford and tumble, well then you're guaranteed to hear me shout. Would you like to help me get my balls wet? Stop lollygagging about in your hotel room. A quick go on my ring really is the thing. What could be nicer than the salty tang of spume? I really love to get inside a pedalo and play at being a bloody buccaneer. Perhaps we can then go on a coastal bike ride. You lead, and I'll bring up the rear. Then maybe we can stop off for a picnic. I'm sure you'll provide a lovely spread. We'll go to a spot secluded and shady. Then there's less chance of our cheeks getting red. How do you feel about water sports? Perhaps you don't like getting that wet. Would you rather knock a shuttlecock between us? Hang on and I'll pop up my badminton net. But there's nothing like the sea for pure pleasure. I love to go in her, right up to the waist. It's impossible to frown when you're bobbing up and down with the salty spray all over your face. So, would you like to help me get my balls wet? Or maybe help me bury myself in a hole? If it's no hassle, you can watch me erect a castle. A bit of exercise is jolly good for our souls. But the fun of the seaside is so quickly over. And then you must go back to a place with walls. The sun must eventually take his hat off, and I have to wash the sand off my balls. But tomorrow the sun will come back up, and I'll run from the hotel down to the beach. I'm always careful as I dash, as I don't want a nasty gash. I just want to raise my voice high and beseech. Would you like to help me get my balls wet? Stop lollygagging about in your hotel room. Cut short your lazy kip and join me for a dip. What could be nicer than the salty tang of spume? Would you like to catch crabs with me? We could go fishing, but you'll have to use my pole. Then maybe we could go out and get my balls wet, because exercise is jolly good for our souls. Thank you. And stay at home.
There you are. Yeah, I wanted to tell you about my holiday. When I came back, I had this awful carbuncle on my shoulder.
That's no carbuncle, Tilly. That's the great old one, Cthulhu.
Good. Real God.
No, Tilly, quite the reverse. Let me tell you about him. That is not dead which can eternal lie, and with stranger yawns even death may die. There's naught but danger out in the black, so be jolly afraid, because he's coming back. Don't look for him coming in the night, he's already here, but hidden from your sight. One day he'll rise up out of the sea, and one glimpse is all it takes to lose your sanity. Cthulhu
Now listen to this, it's very important.
Alright.
He is the greatest of the great old ones. He is the darkness that even sunlight shuns. His tentacles will drag us all away. He'll devour the earth on that final day. Cthulhu's the word, is the word that you heard in my yelling like dreaming. Cthulhu's outside, time and place and emotion. Cthulhu's the reason we're screaming.
Your safety is an illusion, awaiting destruction, insane confusion, deadly eruption.
We see his mask rise and we run away. Our sanity belongs to yesterday. That is the dead which can eternal life, and with strange eons, even death may die. Cthulhu's the word. Cthulhu's the word, is 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 the word.
So, fantastic performance there from the Cogniz. A number of fantastic musical tunes. Some of them we haven't heard before, and some of them are old favourites. Thank you very much to Carl and Andrea. Thank you. I can see you over there. So, cool, excellent, brilliant. Yes, we. Carl. Yes, we know you're an award-winning poet. I'm thinking of giving you an award, but you won't like it. So that was the Cogniz, and before that we had Green Matthews, and now we're going to finish off with a fabulous, with kind of a variety afternoon. We're going to finish off with a fabulous fire act from the lovely Scarlet Butterfly, and she's going to introduce it herself, so I will let her do that.
Hi, steampunks absolutely everywhere. I hope everyone is really well this weekend. I'm Scarlet Butterfly, and I am really excited to have been asked to perform for the Steampunk Over Ether festival, which is Count Rostov's amazing festival that he is going to be running virtually this weekend. So I had a little bit of a think about it, and I decided to perform a fire act, and in keeping with the current times, sadly, I decided to make it a post-apocalyptic theme, and that's kind of one of my most fun ways to perform fire, I think. So everything's set up, everything's ready to go. It's just a little bit bright at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch the sunset, and when the light just gets to the right time, right sort of levels, so that you guys can actually see the fire, then I will record my performance. So have a great weekend, everybody. I hope you really enjoy the festival. I know I'm really looking forward to it too, and I hope you enjoy my act.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. The fabulous Scarlet Butterfly there with an amazing fire performance. She does lots of work on the pole and the Lyripole, but that one's her fire performance, which is just brilliant. We did an interview with her the other week, so that's still posted up on the Steam Paper page, so do check that out. She's a lovely lady. And also check out her Facebook page and so on. So Scarlet Butterfly, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Well, we're going to take another break now for about 10 minutes, and we're going to come back at, where are we now? 3:52, 4 o'clock. We'll be back at 4 o'clock, and we'll be going, we're taking a visit to Hopeless, Maine, which is not necessarily a place you want to visit, but we'll be going there anyway. So do check that out. And I've just seen in the comments in the feed that I think Claire, lovely Claire PC might be watching. I hope you're out there, Claire, if you are. Claire's the lovely lady behind Autumn Sky. She does lots of book covers, and she's done all the fabulous backdrops that I've got, because don't tell anyone, but I'm using a green screen and lots of images, and all of these wonderful images have been created, or most of them have been created by Claire PC. So thank you very much, Claire. Yeah, that's it. So we'll be back at 4 o'clock, and remember, stay safe, stay splendid.